1, 2. All right, that seems to work. You can hear the K1 here, right there. All right, so I didn't plan on doing this, but oh, I'm going to lower the sound a bit. But I thought I'll do some, give you some news, channel news, and why not make it a live stream? You can hear the K1 here, right there. Got the sound on my YouTube here. All right, so I haven't been posting much in the last few months, and I'm kind of back on a regular schedule, so to speak. So more videos. You probably saw a couple product reviews that I just posted. I'm going to try to not make too many of those. And I do have things that I'm working on, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to post the frequency. I'm on the K1 here on the 30-meter band, and I am on 10.118 right now. 10.118 kilohertz. And of course, that's 10.118 megahertz for the beginners here. I have my, so that's the Elecraft K1, of course, my favorite radio of all time. My Bigali key here, and it's plugged in my magnetic loop antenna on the outside. Esteban, hello. first to sign on. I didn't announce this at all, so maybe I should do it. I should announce this on Facebook, at least to have some viewers. Doesn't really matter because this is, of course, this is site news. So, but I always enjoy chatting with you guys. So, okay, so here is the copy, and I'm going to paste that into the Facebook group, because we do have a Facebook group. So maybe that will draw in some people, hopefully. Radio preppers, okay. Maybe I'm going to wait to for the announcements that there are maybe a few people, but once again, it's not a priority. All right, so that should be posted now. Site news November 2023, very good. I'll look at Facebook later. And Juju, hello. Well, not many people yet, but I just turned this on. Chris Hurd from New Zealand, awesome. I don't know, what time is it over there? I wonder. GC, hello. So yeah, people are trying to show up, excellent, and probably some people who will have seen my announcement on Facebook. It looks like the chat here is working. Whoop, there it is. Sometimes it just gets stuck and it stops scrolling, and for some reason I haven't figured that out yet. All right, so like I said, the K1, Bigali key, and my magnetic loop antenna. And there are people here. So this is Morse code, of course, using CW. 4:52 a.m. Wow. And you're still up, you're not sleeping, huh? I do that sometimes too, but maybe at work, I don't know. All right, so we have some people there making a contact. It's a German station starting with a D. I didn't catch everything. I'm kind of out of practice actually. But oh, you get up early, that early? Wow, I could never do that. Sometimes I go to bed at 4. That's when I'm on vacation, but that's kind of abusing it. But hey, sometimes I do get up early when I work from 5 to 1300. So 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. It happens, and not this week, but the week after I'm doing that, and that's a pain, I'll tell you. Steve Commodore, hello. I'm gonna lower the K1 here. Maybe I'll try to make a contact in a little bit. All right, so we have a few people, and the count seems to be working too, right there. 25, excellent. Last time I did a live stream, the count didn't work and the chat didn't work. So who knows? I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it's not really that reliable. But oh well. All right. So what I've been doing lately, again, I haven't posted much in the last few months. I kind of ran out of inspiration, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I didn't have many ideas for videos, and sometimes that's what happens. In any case, I really would like to thank all the people on Patreon who didn't let me down. Some did, some left, and I understand. I didn't publish a lot of videos. But a big thank you to those who stayed on board and stayed with me and with us. Yeah, Patreon does help a great deal. Also, a big thank you to all the people who give me coffee donations here down below, and that helps a great deal too. It's absolutely awesome. Also, since we are doing thank yous. Right now, let me see who sent me stuff, because sometimes people like to send me stuff, and that's really excellent. Yes, I did receive. Well, someone sent me a kit, and that's Jer. I hope I pronounced that right. And man, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Sent me a Steve Weber Soda Pop 2 on the higher band. So that's a surface mount components kit. So there will be a video fairly soon about that, and I should be putting it together. The last ones I did surface mount, I used my soldering iron with a fine tip, but that proved to be pretty difficult, except especially for some integrated circuits that have very close tolerances. The leads are so close, it's so easy to make a short. And I think I'm going to use the solder paste I received also, and with a hot air soldering gun. I shouldn't say that word on YouTube. It's for soldering, guys. It's electronics. All right, so let's see. Do we have more people? 28. Very good. So I'm on 10.118. I forgot to post that. I'm just listening now, but all right. So that's one project. The Steve Weber kit. It's been a long time since I've built a kit, so that'll be nice. And on top of that, I'm on the Steve Weber's mailing list, and he announced that that kit would not be offered to outside of the US, so it couldn't be any better, really. Still the same. I'm going to go on 10.116. That's another calling channel, no frequency. No channels here. So 10.116 and 10.118 are two frequencies that people call on in Morse code on 30 meters. There's nobody there, but I'm going to leave it there just to listen. Well, I said I was going to be on 18. All right, so I'm on 18 here. I'm going to lower that so I can talk. All right, so what I need actually is lights because the light is going down here. It's 5 p.m. right now. I just came back from the ranch and I thought, why not make a live stream for the channel news. I should have called that channel news. I'll change the name later on the video. All right, so I'm working on something pretty interesting, something I've never done before, and I hope you guys will like it. It's about using a geostationary satellite for SATCOMs, satellite communications for prepping, and that satellite is called QO100. 100 because it's the 100th amateur satellite to be launched. So it is over Qatar, and I'm not going to give you all the details because of course that's going to be in the video, but it covers from eastern Brazil to the whole of Africa, north to Finland, something like that, and east to, I'm not sure, I know it covers India, big chunk of Russia, so it goes pretty far. And that satellite is not like those that, the people point their Yagi Uda antennas at, with a little handheld, and they just follow them in the sky, and they appear on one side of the horizon, and they just swiftly, go across and disappear on the other side. And of course, you don't have much time to make a contact in that case because, well, it's only like, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. People, if anyone does it, let me know how long you have with those low orbit satellites. That's not what I'm talking about. Here I'm talking about a geostationary satellite, so it's higher in altitude, and this allows it to basically stay, move at the same time, rotate at the same time as the Earth. So for us, it seems to be immobile. So you point your antenna to the satellite, and basically it doesn't move, so you have all the time in the world to make a contact. And that's what's great for, in that case, for prepping. Of course, it's not something I would consider a primary means of communication because I don't control the satellite and someone could just turn it off, or it could be destroyed, or who knows, something could happen that communications would be shut down from the satellite, so there wouldn't be any up and down contacts, and that's it. So it's not something I'm going to rely on, but it's kind of nice to have just in case, just assuming that the satellite would remain online. And for that, I'm going to use a dish antenna, a parabolic antenna. So this is a very small one. Actually, it's presumably too small for the satellite, for QO100. I think it's AMSAT that does it in Germany. They say you have to use a 60 centimeter antenna, a dish, and this is a 40 centimeter. And actually they say that 1 meter, so about 3 feet across, is better. And this is way, way smaller. What makes it pretty easy and cheap to do is that this is very cheap, first of all. I think I paid like 40 euros for this, 50 euros maybe. This is an LNB, it's basically the receiver. So the satellite sends you a signal at 10 gigahertz, 10 point something gigahertz. It reflects on the dish, and you have a focal point here that is just where that LNB is. So this receives 10 gigahertz. There is a converter in there that converts the 10 gigahertz to 739 megahertz, I think, and which allows me then to receive that signal with a simple like $20 SDR. So you need to power up the LNB, of course. So you have a bias, which I just made here. Well, I bought it, but I made the case. And this bias, basically, you give it 12 volts, and it injects the 12 volt, the DC, into the RF on the coax. So it's basically powered through the coax cable, which is pretty amazing. That was pretty cheap too. That was like 16 euros, I think, so about $20 maybe, 18, I don't know. And that's all you need really for to communicate with this setup. And that's amazing because the satellite is at 36,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. And imagine that. And you can do that with a few watts, which is crazy. People use, of course, USB. They use also CW, so they send Morse code on that satellite. And they use also a DATTV. Or is it DATV? I'm not sure, but it's basically a high resolution video signal. Because this satellite is a television satellite, so owned by Qatar. It's above Qatar. It's managed by a German company, and it's amazing. I mean, I've seen it work. My friend Marco did actually also did the transmission, because right now I'm only set up for reception. So I will make at least 2 videos, maybe 3, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I'll make one video about reception of the satellite, and at least a video, of course, on transmission. Transmission will come later because I don't have the gear to do that at this time. It's fairly, well, it's not that expensive, but I just don't have the money. So if you want to send me coffee donations, go ahead, because I'm broke. And I will do it, and I will get an amp. I need to get an amplifier on 2.4 gigahertz because it's the transmission has to be on 2.4 gigahertz, reception on 10 gigahertz. So I need to transmit on 2.4 gigahertz, and for that I think I'm going to get an SDR that can transmit, and that's the Pluto, Pluto. I thought I was going to get the Hack RF1, but my friends told me that wouldn't work. It's not stable enough, so I don't know. But the Pluto is more expensive. So probably around 250 euros for the Pluto and 150 euros for the amp. I'm going to have to wait for that. But once I get that, I will be able to transmit. Of course, I have to build an antenna for transmission as well. And that's going to be a helical antenna. And I might try just a direct right-hand polarized, so pointing the antenna straight to the satellite. I think that one I started building. It's I 3D printed the form, and it's 13 turns. I don't know if that's enough, but I know you can use the dish antenna to transmit with. So basically, you have the dish, and on the LNB here, you place helical antenna, so maybe like 4.5 turns, and the receiving the signal goes inside. Basically, it's not really transparent to it, but it goes through the helical antenna, and the helical antenna transmits directly onto the dish, which concentrates the signal and just basically sends it to the satellite. And even a small dish like that, the gain is incredible. I couldn't believe it. I think it's like 30 decibels, something like that. It's absolutely crazy. Maybe a little bit less for this one, I'm not sure, but the gain that you get with a dish antenna, and I've never done anything like this before, but it's absolutely bonkers, guys. And that's why it's so neat to use that. So I'll try both ways. Maybe we'll see. My friend Marco, he used what's called a POTI, P-O-T-I. It's a different type of antenna, and I'm making one an helical for him too. But he has transmitted, and he used a different scheme to do that. Basically, he has a transverter which takes the frequency from his LNB, which outputs like 432 megahertz, something like that. So on the 70 centimeter band, and when he transmits, it converts it to 2.4 gigahertz. And so he uses a regular all mode radio on 70 centimeter to do that, to transmit, and it actually works. So So he was able to do that. Maybe I'll get to film it. I haven't filmed it yet. So, all right. So that's a big project. But I thought you guys would be interested. I wouldn't do this normally for myself, just for me, because satellites, I don't know. It's really not my thing. I'm more of an HF kind of guy. But I thought maybe you guys would be interested. So I went ahead and spent the money on that and the time, and the video is already half made, the first one for reception, and now I just have to go out and test it, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Today is Saturday. If you're watching this video later, so maybe tomorrow Sunday I'll go and check it out. Go to the park and try to set it up on a picnic table there and try to receive the QO100 and listen to some people. So we'll see if that works. All right, so happy Saturday. Yeah, exactly. It is Saturday. DK50NV. Welcome aboard. All right, so the K1 here. I'm going to turn it on. Trying to think of other things that I have to tell you guys too. Maybe I'll go on up. 10.016. It's quite a bit of people on 30 meters. That's amazing. That's really cool. I really like that band, 30 meters, and there's no people, nobody using voice mode. So for CW, for Morse code, it's amazing. It's really good. Also for JS8. Oh, and by the way, check out S2 Underground. S2 Underground has a how can I call that? A net. He set up a net with JS8, and it's called GhostNet. So check that out. I'm going to participate sometime. I missed it. I was the day before yesterday, Thursday, but it was like in the middle of the night for me, so I totally forgot. I forgot to connect to it with JS8, and well, maybe next time I'll try to do it. All right, so Aces Studio, co.uk. Satellites are not my main thing, but it's good to learn and know about, even if you don't end up using them. Exactly, that's the reason why I'm doing this. At least I'll have the gear, and again, I don't really expect this satellite to remain open if there was a big problem, a global problem or conflict expanding or anything like that. But who knows? It belongs to Qatar, so it's anyone's guess what they would do in that case, or if they would be involved in something or leave it on or something. I don't know. So it's good for me to know how to work it. I wish there were more geostationary satellites, because this is the only one for amateur radio in any case. And I wish there was one that covered the Atlantic and Europe and the US, because this one doesn't. And that's really bad. I wish it did. The Atlantic, there isn't much in the Atlantic that belongs to the US. I can't think of anything really, but well, to contact Africa and Eastern Brazil and Russia and all the Eastern Bloc countries and the Middle East also, excellent. I don't think it doesn't go to Australia. I don't believe so. I have to check that out. I'm going to check on my, I have a graphics there that you're not going to see it, but I can kind of tell the coverage, because I'm going to put that in the video, so you'll see it in the video. Make sure you don't miss it. All right, let's see videos, QO100 and coverage. All right, so it seems to be going, no, it doesn't reach Australia. It gets close, but no cigar. It covers the whole of India, a big chunk of Russia, probably half of Russia, and probably, well, that's about it really. It doesn't quite go to, I don't think, no, it doesn't quite go to Indonesia. Malaysia, some of it. I have to remember the name of the countries here because it's not written on the map, so I have to remember my geography. And yeah, well, that's about it really. And it covers a lot, north and south, you know. So it goes basically from the North Pole to the South Pole and includes quite a bit of that. So a bit of Greenland also, all the northern countries. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. It's a very wide coverage. So the whole of the Atlantic basically kind of stops. Too bad it stops right before the Caribbeans. So, and it's probably half of Brazil it seems. So that could work for people on on the North Pole or the South Pole could use this satellite. All right, very good. So it seems to be centered over what is that? Maybe Zimbabwe? Not sure. I have to look on the map with the country names, but somewhere over there. All right, so that's the big project that I'm going to be working on. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm here to answer them. And it's getting really dark now. Yeah, it's winter already. All right, so I'll turn back on the K1. I'm not going to make this very long. Oh, there's a bunch of people there. 117, 10, 118. I can call, there's already someone on the frequency here. 117 maybe? No, it's all taken. 18, 19, 020. Is he calling? If he's calling CQ, I might reply. We'll give it a shot. And thank you very much to VEPAE for a coffee donation. Awesome, that helps a great deal, I'll tell you. And I hate to remind you, mention it, but I guess I spend so much time working on this and buying stuff, and it's entertainment. So when you go to the theater, you buy a ticket, right? Well. It sure is costing me more than what it brings, but it's my passion, so that's what I do, right? I work for you guys, I guess, but I enjoy it. I enjoy every step of the way. And you know what? I wouldn't be doing this channel if I didn't enjoy it. It's not a job for me. It's a hobby, and that's all there is to it. I don't know, if for it to be a job, I probably need like 300,000 subscribers, and we have like 38, so 38,000 that is, but that's way not a job. Very far from it. I don't even know if I know of only one YouTuber that has above 100,000. I don't think ham radio has enough people really to get that many subscribers. Not that I really care, but. And I can't really talk here because there's a bunch of people. I'm going to browse a bit. 019, 018, 17, 016. Wow, there's a pile up there. What I really like about the K1 is that it has a speaker, and a lot of small radios don't have speakers. The USDX does, that's another small one, but a lot of my other small, tiny, actually smaller radios don't have speakers. So XLZL, ZL, YC2Y IZ YouTube channel for sad stuff. Okay, thanks. I didn't know that. I didn't know that guy. Let me see if I can pull that up. And you hear the pile up there. It's really busy. Of course, my mouse is okay. I can't really copy here. Damn, too bad. I'll check it out later though. That seems pretty interesting. I'll check it out. Again, I'm not gonna make this main activity for me, but it's good to know how to use, right? All right, I'm gonna go on 10:15. I'll wait a little bit and maybe I'll make a call. Who knows? Maybe someone will answer. Oh, I hear a faint signal there. Not really, kinda. VVV, wake up people. There's a 599. It's very faint, but there's someone. I'm not gonna bother them. Although I only have 5 watts, so I'm not gonna bother anybody, I don't think, but maybe 6 watts? I think it's set for 6 watts, so depending on the power supply, I can get up to 6.5, maybe 7 on 80 meters. I'm not sure, but that's about it. The K1 doesn't do any more than that, and that's plenty enough. 16, 17, 18, 10:19. 10:19 maybe. I'm gonna wait a bit. Someone is saying 73 there, so it's very faint. I don't know if you hear that well, but I'm just really a big Morse code nerd, you know. I love that stuff. That's why I started radio. It's because of Morse code. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a ham radio operator. I wouldn't have gotten my license. First radio I used was ever as a ham, as a ham radio operator, was a K1, just like this one, that I built. And after I built it, I was like, damn, I don't know Morse code and I don't have a license. Now I have to do it, right? Otherwise, it would have been a waste of money. So so I did get my license and learned Morse code and made my first contact with a K1. So I really love Morse code. And I see Morse code, I don't say CW, because CW, and that's one of my gripe, you know. I guess I don't want to turn this into a rant, but people say, I'm learning CW. No, you're not. You can't learn CW the same way you can't learn to speak LSB, because it's a mode. You're learning Morse code, and you're using Morse code with CW, you know what I mean? It's not the same thing. Morse code is not CW and vice versa. Salut Gilles, FOJCF. Bonjour, comment ça va? Jean-Marie, yeah. All right, so still someone there. I'm going to try 020, maybe. There are weak signals everywhere, so maybe it's a good time to make a contact. I should send a text to my friend Ray in Virginia. Maybe he would. Let me try to do that. Maybe do I have my phone? No, of course I don't have my phone. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh well. Too bad. Sorry, Ray. Ray is was my Elmer, so to speak, for Morse code. Good friend now, and we chat regularly. On the net, unfortunately, not often enough on the radio. We did make a JS8 contact a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I'm not sure. All right, so 019. There's someone there. 020. It's still someone there too, but it's very faint. It's lost in the noise. 21, 22, 1, 2, 3. One of my, that's my I pretty often I go to on 10, 1, 2, 3 because it's easy to remember, right? I'm gonna ask there's someone there. QRL question mark. I can hear some tuning. Yeah, it's just tuning though. It's not code. All right, I'm going to try calling, guys. I'm going to try calling. We'll see. Let me try again. A little shorter. That Bigali key, I'll tell you, it's such a pleasure to use a tool like that. It's amazing. It's expensive. That's the bad part about it, but it's really, really good. All right, pretty awesome. K1. The K1 has a sound. It's all analog, and it's of course not digital by definition, but you really, I mean, and I know I used to make fun of people who said they could hear the difference between a vinyl and a CD. But you know what? I think I can hear the difference between the K1, the analog, and any digital radio. I mean, digital. When I say digital, it's like DSP or anything like that. You know, digitized sound. And I probably couldn't tell the difference like right away, but after you listen to it for some time, like an hour maybe, the digital sound, it just gets to you. You know, it becomes kind of annoying, but the analog sound doesn't, and you can listen to that all day basically. No reply so far. All right, so if you have any questions, I can't really think of anything else that I'm. Oh yes, I'm working on something else. I'm working on. I started already. I bought the stuff, and it just happens that when I was at my when I came back from the U.S., I for a little bit of time I was at my parents' house in the north of France, and I built a 70 centimeter Yagi Uda directional antenna. I don't remember how many elements. I think like 11, something like that. Maybe 10. I don't know. Maybe 9. I forgot. But that antenna was a little bit heavy, and I used it to make contact out of the cliffs of the Cap Blanc-Nez, and I made contacts with England, and that was using the that 70 centimeter Yagi. Problem is, if I want to bring it back here, I'd have to take that in my luggage, kind of, you know, pay for extra freight, you know, on the plane, and extra luggage, and it would just cost me more than the price of the antenna, basically. So I thought I'm just going to build another one. And I got a boom that's like 2.3 meters long. So it's a gigantic boom, you know, kind of light and thin. It's aluminum. And I, using the Yagi calculator that is in the video about the last one I built, I calculated a 13 element Yagi Uda for 70 centimeter. Now I would like to get a radio that's I would like to get an all mode radio on 70 centimeter. I don't have one. I have a 2-meter one, the ICOM IC251E, but I don't have a 70 centimeter version. I would like to try a 70 centimeter USB and CW using Morse code, of course. But I don't have the radio yet. But hey, you know, I'm building the antenna. Sometimes you build it and it will come, right? So I don't know. It's kind of like building my K1 and getting the license later. You know, maybe it will push me to save up and buy the radio later. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting build. I probably can test it with a handheld, so that will be good. Preparedness Veteran. That's a good name. I gotta check out that channel. All right, so very good. Welcome aboard. And yeah, so aside from that, let me see what else. I'm looking around because all my stuff is like laying. This apartment is so small, guys. It's 250 square feet. I can touch antennas and radios just by extending my arms here. You know, you wouldn't believe. Here, I am grab my USDX. I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff. I have my G90 here. I have my TRS, is it TRS 372, so Thomson CSF Manpack. I have so many things. I can just grab stuff basically, and radios show up. I mean, I just grab them. There's a PRC 351. I have stuff. I'm not going to say the other S word, but I have stuff everywhere, and I don't have enough space, guys. I don't have enough space. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that stuff because I can't even. I mean, if I wanted to do some yoga in my apartment, I couldn't because it's just all the space is taken. Oh, I could go on my terrace, I guess. All right, so yeah, so that's a bummer. And I keep getting more stuff for the channel, so. All right, so Preparedness Veteran, and yeah, the chat is still working. They're amazing. All right, so let's go. I'm going to call again here on 10. I'm going to post the frequency 10 123 kilohertz. What's frequency I'm on? Oh, and of course it's not typing. Let's grab the mouse. I had to stop my Monero mining here to put cryptocurrency mining. I had to stop it to put YouTube on. So Monero, check that out. I'm not getting anything by this. Is not a commercial thing, guys. Okay. All right. So oh, and by the way, you can donate to the channel if you want to help out the channel. On each video, you have cryptocurrency addresses. Another way to help the channel, aside from the coffee donations here. And of course, subscribing to Patreon. That's more like a monthly kind of thing. And I know I haven't been, you know, very active on Patreon, but I just have too much stuff to do, you know, with just publishing regular videos. All right, so 10, 1, 2, 3 kilohertz, and I'm going to call now. So if you are on the air, check it out, 10, 1, 2, 3 kilohertz CW. And of course I accidentally clicked and left my video here. Whoops, radio proper live. And site news, okay, got it. All right, so let's try again. Oops, I'm going to put the mouse in front of the camera. Here's something else I do here with electronics. I build drones. Yep, right there. I have a bunch of them. You've seen some of my videos. Yeah, it is electronics also, and it's radio controlled, so I guess I'm still doing radio. No reply yet. Frequency is free, is open though. There's nobody there, so I'm gonna keep on calling. I should check the reverse beacon network. Great tool to see where you actually end up, and I should do that now. I gotta find out how to share the screen when I'm doing something online. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. Reverse beacon network, reversebeacon.net. That's what it is. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, I can share. I have to find out how to share that. Actually, I've done it before, but maybe I can try. Hold on a second. How do I share that? That should be here, but no, that doesn't work. Ah, darn. How do I scene blank? No, that's not. Let's see. Do I have a JS8 window capture? Okay, maybe we'll try that. I don't know. Let's see. Window capture. Is that it? Can I grab Safari? Safari display recession report. Safari RBN. Oh yeah, okay, excellent. All right, so you can see here I'm hitting England. What is that? Finland? I'm not sure. Let's see. What else? Spain and Slovenia, maybe. I don't know. It's too small. No, it's below Slovenia. I can see. I cannot see. My glasses. I have to change them, I guess. Anyway, that's pretty darn good. I'm going to try again. And we'll see. Maybe I'll get more. And Horst Jäger is here. Welcome back. Hungary, yeah, that was it. Yeah, thank you. And we have Julio Mola here also, PU3HDJ, G, sorry. Brazil, excellent. Yeah, so you can use QO100, the satellite I was talking about. You could probably use that if you're on the eastern half of Brazil. I will see if anybody answers. I think my antenna is tuned somewhere around 10.118, something like that, 10.120, I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably even a little bit higher because I was using it on GS8 and that's 10.130. So I should be smack, I should have very low SWR right there. And I see the screen shows that I'm outputting the whole 6 watts, so let's try again. I cannot talk and send Morse code at the same time. I would just lose it. It just, yeah, it takes all my brain power to send or receive. I cannot do anything else at the same time. Some people can, but not me. And we have a JT6188 from Arizona. Awesome. Closest I've been was Utah, but I didn't. No, I don't think I crossed to Arizona. I don't believe so. Nope. But if I was to move to the U.S., it would be somewhere around there. You know, Arizona, Utah, somewhere in that vicinity. Preparedness veteran. Yeah, if I hear, if someone tries to talk to me, what I'm sending, either I keep sending or I listen to them, but I just can't do both, you know. Oh well, that's, you know, but it's good enough, right? Looking at the reverse beacon network, what would you consider an acceptable readable SNR? Anything. If the reverse beacon network could decode your signal, for me, that's good enough, you know. And sometimes it's pretty low. Let's see if I can put that back here. Is it back on? Yes. Okay, so we have a few more hits here. Yeah, another hit to England, Germany. What is that? Czech Republic, or maybe no, that's still Germany, I think. Yep. Yeah, so Germany. So let me try again. That's interesting. This antenna is pointing north and south, though. That's the thing. Well, it's not that it's pointing there. It's more pointing east and west. But the problem is that on this side, I have the building, and so it doesn't go through the building, of course. And I'm not the first floor, and I'm on the well, technically the third floor, although it's number 2. But and I have floors above me, so it really limits my radiation pattern. I'm hoping for a transatlantic contact, but once again, it's difficult with the antenna, the way it's set up, you know. I have a better chance making contact with Eastern Russia than I do with the US. It's just not the right direction. I have the building in the way, so that's well, it's just the way it is, you know. Like the satellite Q100 that I'm going to test. Unfortunately, it has to be orientated. The antenna, the dish has to be pointing south, and well, here I can't point south because it's over there, and it's the building again in the way, so I can't try it at home. I have to go to the park or somewhere in the field. But hey, you know, that'll push me to get out a bit. That's good. I didn't work this week and I didn't go anywhere. Well, I went to the ranch this afternoon, but that's it. Didn't go anywhere the whole week, and that's just not good, you know. And I don't feel depressed because I never feel depressed, basically. But I guess I'm a little bit down. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm always in a decent mood, so it's hard to tell. SM something COP, SM something COP. I missed the number. Five SM5 COP, I think. Or did I get that wrong? I don't know. It doesn't hear me. Yeah, that's it. SM5 COP. No, it doesn't hear me, but I don't hear him. Maybe I'm not exactly on frequency. Yeah, that's it. Pure is his name. 549. That was before. Stand something. Oh shit. See, I didn't practice. And of course, I'm trying to speak at the same time, so. All right. Excellent. I told him my name. I gave him a 599 real, and I have to say real because 599 doesn't mean anything anymore. And I said K16 watts. He doesn't know what to say. Sorry. K3. It's got a Y antenna. All right, I'm going to tell him about my antenna as well. Give him my QTH on TIB. Thanks for the contact. Good day. On the... Shit, I missed. It says 73, so... Hey Studios, welcome, awesome. All right. I told him have a great night. All right. Okay, excellent. That was a great contact. Awesome. I have to write that down somewhere, or I guess, yeah, I have his SM5 COP pure. Yeah, it was quick, but I got it. But again, I'm trying to speak at the same time, so I lost a few words. But all in all, I got most of it. That's without the hands, without writing. So I guess if I was writing, but I don't think I could write that fast. And that's the problem. I can probably write at 15 words per minute. That was 20, I believe. My speed is set at 18. That's my regular operating speed, and that's good for me. The thing is that if you go too fast, you reduce the number of people that will reply to you, that you can talk to. So I think that 20 words per minute is perfect. And I use 18, but that's good enough. I mean, you can have a conversation without it taking forever, and that's kind of annoying. And that's why sometimes, and I know that I always try to reply to slow calls, because it's a good thing to do to kind of encourage people to practice more. But it's like, oh please. But I reply anyway, and I enjoy it. But it's long and it takes a long time, and sometimes people, the send CQ at like 6-7 words per minute, and it's like, you just go make a coffee and come back later. But and that's why you should never learn Morse code at less than 15 words per minute is the strict minimum, so that your brain doesn't visualize the dashes and dots and dashes. So never learn Morse code at less than 15 words per minute. As hard as it seems, you have to stick to that minimum speed and try at least that. Yeah. Preparedness veteran. Yeah, 18, 15, 18. 18 for me is really good. I mean, if I sleep really well, and like for some reason, I don't know, if I'm in a really good, if I feel really good and I'm rested, I can probably do 25. But that's on a very good day. It's not very often, and only if I've been practicing for a few days prior. I haven't been sending for some time or receiving for some time, so I just lose it. My speed goes down, and I forget. I lose words in the middle of the conversation, and it's not very good. Again, if I go down to 15, I can write things down, and then I'm 100% copy. But if I do head copy, it's harder. But of course, some places you have to. I mean, you don't have anything to write, or I don't know. I kind of like it better to head copy, because you can still have a conversation a little bit faster. Even 20, I can't write at 20 words per minute. I'm sure some people can, but I can do it. I would. I mean, maybe a doctor could write at 25, maybe faster. I don't know, but I sure couldn't read it. He could, but anyway. What is Paris spacing? I never heard of that. I don't. No idea. No idea. I don't know. I don't know if it's French or not, but I'm suspicious of anything French. So I wouldn't. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Actually, I think I have heard of it, but I have no idea what it is. I think I just heard the name, but that's about it. All right, so let's turn the thing back on. I'm having fun here, so hey. And tomorrow I have to test my my dish antenna here. That if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's for the QO100 geostationary satellite. I'm gonna try this out with an SDR on my laptop, and we'll see if I can receive anything. Maybe not. I don't know. It should work. I mean, my friend Jeremy said that he tried with, and my friend Xavier said, I mean, they tried with a 40 centimeter dish and it worked. So if they did it, I should be able to do it too, right? All right, so let's see. Paris was the baseline word that speed word per minute is based on. Is that it? I didn't know that. Oh, and you know what? The chat disappeared here. See, that sometimes it just messes up and it just stops working, and maybe because I changed views. I'm not sure. I probably changed views, and that's I just messed it up. I'm going to try switching the view again. See, it's on the other one. Based on, okay, yeah, so I can, but I don't know why it didn't come back on the other screen here. Maybe someone has to post something. I'm going to try that. I'm just going to post a hello or something, and maybe that will make it show up. Okay, is that working? Guess not. Oh, it seems to be here on the side of the screen, on the upper left corner, so it kind of moved. Oh, and maybe I moved it accidentally, guys. Yeah, I think I did. Darn. Okay. Whoops. So I need to. Well, I can't. Okay. Well, maybe that'll work. Okay, we'll see. Okay, back on. This software is a challenge sometimes. It's I'm using Streamlabs. It's really good, but and I probably will try to. Sorry about the another K1 screaming there. I probably, if you've seen the interview I did with Wayne from Ellercraft, that was my first interview, like having someone on the show, you know, on the channel, and I probably will do that again. I think because that was a lot of fun. So if you guys have suggestions on who I should interview for the Radio Prepper channel, that could be, you know, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see about who I could bring on the channel for a little chat. You know, we'll see, but that's something maybe you would be interested in. You know, watching something like that. Let me know. That's an idea for the channel, and that's part of the channel news, right? So that's good, and I just have to basically I send a link to someone, they click on it, and it opens up in the browser, I think, and takes their camera, and I can have a chat, and like with Wayne, and that was awesome. Although I did have problems with the sound at the beginning, but that was quickly, well, not quickly, but I fixed it sort of, because nobody could hear me then. The sound was very low on my side. But next time I'll do better. It's for some reason when you have two people, it just changes the sound settings. It shouldn't, but it does. Or maybe it's something I didn't quite get. I don't know. All right, so still some people here. You know, I should write down the time I had that conversation in there. 1750 local. So that was SM5COP on 10.123. He gave me a 549. I gave him a 599. Yep. And it was, let's see, did I put the time? 1750 maybe, local. Alright, so I can put that in my log. Actually, my logbook is mostly a cardboard box with post-it notes in it. I do have a computer log, but I never put things on, and I have a box with all the stuff, and probably now it would take me a week to put everything on. Procrastinating. Alright, so you could start to look different country radio amateurs, talking to them about their country organize. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, that's an idea. Thanks, Pika. Good idea. VE7PAE. Is that Australia or Canada? 73 from the Netherlands. Alexander Marx, welcome back. Supporter of the channel as well. M7PVX. Is that a suggestion for interview someone? I don't know who that is. Or is that you, preparedness veteran, M7PVX? And the chat works again. Excellent. If I don't click on it and move it by accident, it should work. All right, so 10.019.6, 18, 17, 10.016. Now let's try. I'm gonna park on 10. Let's see. I'm gonna post that 10.116 kilohertz now. And oh, cheers from Malaysia, Mohammed. Welcome aboard. All right, so 10.116 question mark to see to ask if anyone is using the frequency. Oops, sorry about the mouse. I can hear a faint signal, but it's barely there. No, it's not there anymore. I'm going to send a QRL question mark. Okay. Suggest some of the people who run bunkers on the air. I haven't really heard of that. In the north of France, there's a bunch of them. Actually, there are some here too. I could do a bunker on the air thing, but yeah, that would be interesting to hear from someone like that. All right, I'm going to be calling. Let's see the reverse beacon network. All right, let's see GSA view. Just about the same. Do you see that? Yes, you do. Okay. I'll check later after calling a few more times. All right, let's see. Do I get more? Not yet on the reverse beacon network. I'm going to refresh the page in case I lost it. No, it's about the same thing. One more contact to England. And one in Turkey. Okay, well, that's cool. Turkey is pretty far. Maybe the Turkish report is Hans Sommer's station from QRP Labs. I don't remember his call sign though. All right, let's try a couple more times. 10.116. All right, one more time on 10.116. All right. Maybe the band is going down at this time. I don't know. It's 1800, 6 p.m. here. It's not too bad. 30 meters should work pretty late. Not as late as 40, but VG4 antenna you helped me with still performing well. Hey, Nick, hi Nick. Yeah, I sent that antenna to Nick. Actually, I couldn't order it directly. The VG4. Check my video on the VG4. And so he had it shipped to me, and I shipped it back to him. That's a big hurdle. Geez, I had to find FedEx and the whole 9 yards and bring it there. And but hey, that's the ham community, right? We help each other. All right, one more time. Whoop! I drifted. Little drifty here. Went down 100 kilohertz. Not 100 kilohertz. What am I saying? 100 hertz. Oh, so there's someone there now. Okay, so I'm not gonna transmit on top of that. 17, 18. I'm gonna go on 10, 118. Post that 10, 118 kilohertz now. All right, so I'm not gonna make this much longer because I've given you all the news I had to give you. I think. I can't think of anything else. You guys ask any questions you have now before we call it a night about the channel or anything else, radio or whatever, and then that's it. That's it for tonight. I will try to film the satellite contact tomorrow. Not contact, but reception. And maybe I'll have time to edit the video and post it tomorrow night, but I'm not sure. I've already edited half of it. So editing is what just takes a horrendous amount of time, guys, hours. It depends, but if it's a complex video, it can take a very long time. Now, if I only have one source of sound and one camera, it's easy. It goes kind of fast. But if I have more than one camera and different microphones, then it's just it takes a long time. Okay, we have G8KAS. Welcome aboard. Alexander Marx, yeah, you have a nice weekend too, man. Nice to see you again. I really like when people show up again and again, regularly, and that's it's like having friends visiting, Well, it's not like it is in a way, All right, so last call for anyone who wants to help the channel with the coffee donations. Think about Patreon if you want to sign up, and the cryptocurrency links, addresses down below. It's always greatly appreciated and very helpful. So thanks again to all my Patreon subscribers who didn't quit, didn't give up on me. Do you ever use a straight key? Yes, sometimes I do. I have one. Because some of my radios only accept a straight key. Now, if the radio has a keyer, I'm going to be using paddles, and because it's just, I'm used to paddles. But I also really enjoy using a straight key, and again, if my radio only can use a straight key, that's what I use. I use it on my, especially on my ICOM IC251E, so in 2 meters CW. And I have a few tiny QRP radios that only can work with a straight key. And I have only one straight key. Well, actually, I have a couple paddles left, and that's it. I have the Big Alley here, right there, and I have the my Kent key. I sold it. My Vibroplex I sold also because I needed money. But the Big Alley, I'm never going to sell it, and I have a Palm paddles also that I'm never going to sell because they don't make it anymore. So I couldn't buy another one. And the Big Alley is just too good to ever sell. It was a gift also, so I'm not selling that one. Should already stand by. I was at the ranch today. I used my 41. Black Hawk. Not going to say anymore. Not on this channel. So yeah. All right. So any more questions? I saw you coming through on the ham alert. What's the ham alert? I don't know what that is. Is it the connected to the reverse beacon network? Is that it? I don't know. I gotta check that out. Maybe it's something. If we can put call signs in the call signs and be alerted when people go on the air, that'd be nice. I probably have a few call signs I could put in there if that's how it works. All right, very nice. Yeah, should already stand by. I'm also looking at purchasing a number 5, if you know what that is. Older item, without giving too much detail. But anyway, I have to wait a bit for that. Yeah, I used to own a number 5. Yeah, that's what I thought, an app to put. Is that a phone app or a PC you know, a computer browser kind of app? If it's a phone app, I'm definitely going to check it out. But I guess you saw me on the reverse beacon network then, huh? Let's see if I got more. I'm going to try a call here on 10.118 again. Oh, so it's a phone app. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to check that. Ham alert. Okay. Well, everybody knows now. So, see, guys. Just glad. Aren't you glad you came on the live stream today? Always something to learn. I do too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use that app because I have friends who I really want to be notified when they go on the air, especially my friend Ray in Virginia. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Everyone, hit the like button now. Do it. Right now, hit the like button and make sure you click the little bell to get notifications. And if you're not subscribed, shame on you. Subscribe right now also. Morse code is so cool. Every time I'm like, wow. All right, so let's see the reverse beacon network again. And I probably have a few more reports, hopefully. Let's see if it will come up. Oh yeah, look at that over there, all the way up north. Where is that? Where is that? Can I blow that up? Close to Helsinki. Is it Helsinki? Yeah. Well, not quite, but almost. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty far. See, I told you I have openings to the north and the east, but not to the west, really. Well, except, you know, about 10 days ago, maybe, with my friend Ray, JS8, we made a JS8 contact. But JS8 is something else, I'll tell you. All right, so that's good. 31 people still. Well, I might just keep on going a little bit. I don't know. You guys want to keep going or what? gotta ask me questions, or I'm just gonna call it a night. Estonia, yeah, yeah, cool. I once made a contact to Estonia. I was in Florida, in Sarasota, Florida, so on the Gulf of Mexico, and I had the halfway van fed, and I made a contact with Estonia. Mind you, it was the height of the solar cycle, the one before, and I made a contact with Estonia in Morse code using 1.3 watts, and it was amazing. From Florida, it was amazing. From here, not so much. In Paragon, I've seen you before on a live stream, right? Yeah, I think so. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's nice to see people coming back, and of course, I didn't announce this live stream at all, so I'm not expecting a lot of people to be here. And it was just channel news, and I'm like, man, just might as well make it a live stream because I always have fun doing this. Are you active on Soda Pota? I kind of do transmit from make contacts from summits and national parks, but I've never really went on to get the points and spot myself and all that stuff. I never did that because it's kind of a bother to me. I don't know. I know I should try. I know I've been to the Soda website, and I kind of, not that it was complicated, but I kind of got lazy, and I didn't find the right way how to do it, and I was like, darn it, I don't need this, because I don't care about the points, I don't care about the log, I don't care about any of that stuff. But I guess I probably should do it just for the people who like to be what is that called, chasers or whatever, hunters or something like that. People who like to basically make the contacts and get points. But for me personally, I have no interest in doing that. But sometime I might just do it for the people who like that. I've done maritime mobile. I've done island, transmitting from an island. Not bunkers though, not yet. Not bunker on the air, never. But hey, there are some around here. Well, it's more like towards the Italian border, like on the Maginot, the old Maginot line. All right, one more call, guys. One more call. From a ship? No, not really. Well, from a sailboat. I wouldn't call that a ship. It's a yacht, maybe. Any private vessel is a yacht, right? Size doesn't matter for that. You keep your readers in biscuit tins? Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. I like it because I can eat the biscuits, the crackers, the cookies, whatever. It's not good for my weight, but oh well. Oh, and we have Nick. Nick, thank you very much for your donation on coffee link right there. Awesome. Oh, and you showed up on the screen there, so it does work. It did work this time. Excellent. Thank you very much. Helps a great deal. Especially at the end of the month, because I'm not good with money at all. And most of the time I have a few return charges at the end of the month. Every month, and I'm not doing good with that, guys. The only way I can save money is to buy cryptocurrencies, and then I don't spend them. I just wait. But otherwise, I just have a very, very hard time saving. I don't have any savings. It's been like that my whole life, and I wish there was a pill I could take that would change that. Why do you line your tins with? I don't really line them, but I put my radios in bags, plastic bags, or sometimes little cardboard boxes. So I guess you could say cardboard. If I was to line them properly, I guess I would probably use cardboard. Yeah, why not? But you know, anything that's not conductive probably would work. So plastic bags is good, but sometimes you could have a hole in the bag and you don't see it or something, or you have something that pokes through the bag, and that's not great because if it touches the tin, then you're in trouble. And like sometimes I should be more careful about putting cables inside the boxes, because if the cable touches the conductive part of the cable, a plug, a jack, something touches the box, then it's just not good, you know. And of course, I have also I have a big metal chest. Actually, I have two big metal chests for my radios here. You can see one here, metal chest, and a big metal chest down below. And that's all that stuff is all those two chests are full of radio gear basically. So I have a lot of stuff in the big metal chests, and that hopefully that's enough to know. You know, I mean the radios don't touch well, except maybe the down. Yeah, maybe my G90 here should be insulated. Yeah, I have to change that, but otherwise the stuff is in sometimes like my K1 is in a Pelican case, my USDX is in a Pelican case, my antenna analyzer is in a Pelican case, and I should get more cases for more radios. And that's then insulates them, and of course from the chest, and protects them against shock. And of course I can grab a case if I want to in a rush, you know, bugging out. Hopefully not the worst idea. Bugging out is the worst idea, guys, but sometimes you have to, no choice, you know, especially if you live in a city. And this town here, Antibes, is a small it's not a small town, but it's a small city, I would call it. I don't know how many people live here. I'm gonna check that out. I used to live in Sarasota, Florida, and that was fairly large. So population, it's the same word in French. All right, so Wikipedia to the rescue. How many people in this town? Doesn't say. Oh yeah, about 75,000. 75,000, so it's probably half the size of Sarasota. It's fairly, oh, the reverse beacon network, I don't have much left here. Okay, I'm going to close that. And it's a fairly rich town, so to speak, because it's on the French Riviera, on the Mediterranean. And that's why I have a 250 square foot apartment and not bigger, because otherwise it's costing me too much. But I really like where I am now. And I speak, of course, about geography and having the ocean, the Mediterranean right here, and the mountains. I'm not talking about the political stuff in France, and I'm not gonna talk about, or my blood pressure is gonna go up. But and it's not for this channel anyway, like other subjects that we don't really talk about here. Otherwise, the channel might be at risk. But yeah, it's on one side it's an awesome place, and on the other it's not. So, but hey, you don't get it all right. Oh, and Jorgen, thank you very much. Coffee donation, awesome. Man, that helps. That you guys don't understand how much that helps at the end of the month. Anyway, I should be more careful, with my expenses, especially buying radio stuff. But oh well. We go around only once, right? So that's how it is. All right, so we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to close the K1 because I'm done. One contact, so with SM5 COP, if I remember well. And so your last questions and goodbyes. If you have anything to ask me, that's it. I don't have any more news for tonight. No more contacts, and I'm getting tired. So, and I go back to work Monday. I had a week off here, but I didn't really take advantage of it. That's too bad. I should have gone out and operate in the field, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. The weather should be okay. It was okay today, so. Oh, it should already stand by. Yeah, you've seen my you've seen my personal Facebook page. Oh, guys, I'd probably lose a bunch of subscribers if they could see my personal Facebook page, right? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. You guys are gonna go and check it out. That's not a good thing. Well, anyway, I think I'm right anyway. So yeah, I bet we should already stand by just from your name on YouTube there. Of course, I understand you have similar worldviews. I would expect you to. In Paragon, yeah. Oh, in Paragon, yeah. So in Paragon, I've seen you before on this channel, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, my memory is flawed. All right, guys. So thank you very much for the coffee donations. Really appreciate that. I really do, guys. I really do. Helps a great deal. Patreon also, and the cryptocurrency addresses. So thank you, guys, again. And I should do this. I probably shouldn't do live streams too often, but I really like it. I really enjoy it because I get to chat with you guys and exchange information, ideas, and I just learned about Ham Alert. I didn't know. So, that's really awesome. I hope you guys learn stuff too, and because I certainly do. 2 years on your channel. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I remember that. All right, so thank you, guys. Ace Studios, thank you very much. Should already stand by. Have a good night. You people have a good one. Again, I might be publishing the satellite reception RX receiving tomorrow. If I can finish it. We'll see. All right, you all have a very good night. I'm calling it quits for tonight, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, cool. And don't forget to suggest people for me to interview if you want to see other interviews. All right, have a good one.